Imagine a world where fearless warriors ruled the seas, navigating vast oceans with a precision that baffled even the most advanced civilizations of their time. Welcome to the mysterious realm of the Vikings, a people whose secrets are still being unearthed today. In the early 20th century, over a span of 3 months, Scandinavian archaeologists Gabriel Gustafsson and Håkon Shetelig made a groundbreaking discovery that would captivate the world. They unearthed an astonishingly well-preserved Viking ship, a relic from the early 9th century AD. Crafted entirely from sturdy oak, this wasn't just any boat. It was a masterpiece of ancient engineering. A vessel that would change our understanding of history forever. Let's dive into the story of this incredible find and explore the enigma of the Vikings, a civilization whose technological prowess and mysterious navigation skills continue to leave us in awe. This Viking ship, discovered in Norway, is more than just a piece of history. It's a window into a time when the Vikings dominated the seas. Their longships were nothing short of revolutionary. These boats weren't only built for battle. They were designed to conquer the harshest of waters. Picture this, a sleek, narrow vessel slicing through towering waves, capable of traveling up rivers and across oceans without capsizing, a feat unheard of in their era. Experts agree that the Vikings had created a technological marvel. Their ships could withstand the brutal conditions of the North Atlantic, something that earlier vessels simply couldn't do. This gave them a massive advantage, allowing them to reach lands that others couldn't even dream of exploring. One historian, Dr. Meller, explains it best. The Viking ships were a game-changer. They could navigate shallow rivers to raid inland villages, and then sail across vast oceans to trade or conquer new territories. This adaptability meant they could strike fear into the hearts of their enemies or establish trade routes wherever they pleased. Their boats didn't just float, they danced with the sea. Another expert, Dr. Thompson, points out that the craftsmanship of these vessels was unmatched by any other group of that time. The Vikings built their ships to be flexible, bending with the waves instead of breaking apart under pressure. This unique design earned their longships the nickname sea snakes, as they seemed to slither through the water with an almost supernatural grace. What's even more staggering is the speed these ships could achieve. Viking longships could reach speeds of up to 28 kilometers per hour. An incredible pace for their time. To put that into perspective, no other vessels could match this speed until the year 1852, over 1,000 years after the first Viking ships set sail on the high seas. Think about that for a moment. For a millennium, no one could build a boat as fast as the Vikings did. Their engineering was so far ahead of its time that it feels almost otherworldly. But speed was only part of their success. What truly sets the Vikings apart, and what continues to puzzle researchers today, is their uncanny ability to navigate the vast, treacherous oceans without the tools we take for granted now. Let's talk about navigation, a skill that seems almost impossible to master without modern technology. When we think of the Vikings, a great mystery emerges. How did they find their way across the endless seas? Today we rely on compasses and GPS to guide us, but the Vikings had no such luxuries. The compass, a brilliant invention from China, wasn't known to them. So how did they manage to chart their courses with such precision? Some might say they used the stars to guide them, and that's a fair guess. But if you've ever been to the northern Atlantic, you'd know that the skies there are often shrouded in thick clouds. On many days there's no sun to be seen, no stars to light the way. Yet, somehow, the Vikings navigated the North Seas with astonishing accuracy. They ventured thousands of kilometers from their homelands, reaching places as far as North America. Long before other explorers even dreamed of such journeys, the question remains, how on earth did they do it? This mystery has led some to look beyond conventional explanations. Ancient astronaut theorists who study the possibility of extraterrestrial influence on early human civilizations, suggest that the answer might lie in the ancient stories and legends of the Vikings themselves. These tales, known as the Viking Sagas, are filled with intriguing clues. One such legend speaks of a magical tool given to humans by dwarves, mythical beings in Norse culture. This tool, called the Solarstein or sunstone, was said to help Viking sailors navigate with incredible precision. Even when the sky was hidden by clouds, according to the Sagas, this sunstone was a translucent mineral. Oblong in shape and imbued with special powers, a Viking captain would hold it up to the overcast sky, and through some mysterious means, it would reveal the position of the sun, for a people who relied heavily on the sun's position to determine their location at sea. This would have been a game-changing ability. Dr. McMahon, a scholar of Norse mythology, elaborates on this fascinating idea. He describes the sunstone as a kind of magical crystal that allowed Vikings to see through the clouds and pinpoint the sun's location. This wasn't just a handy tool. It was considered a sacred object, something that gave them an edge over every other seafaring culture of their time. Dr. Thompson adds that these crystals were often thought to be enchanted, a gift of magic, or perhaps something beyond human understanding. Rumors have persisted for centuries that the sunstone was a key part of the Vikings' navigational success, setting them apart from their contemporaries who struggled to sail beyond the horizon. Now, you might be wondering, was the sunstone just a myth? A fanciful story created by the Vikings to explain their skills, or could it have been real for a long time? Historians dismiss the idea as mere folklore, but then something extraordinary happened. Underwater archaeologists, exploring the wreck of a 16th century English warship, stumbled upon a peculiar discovery. Among the debris, they found an unusual crystal, carved into a nearly perfect rectangle. When researchers tested this object, they were stunned to learn it was made from Icelandic calcite, a mineral known for its unique properties. Could this be one of the legendary Viking sunstones? The possibility sent shockwaves through the academic world. Let's break down why this discovery is so significant. Calcite, the material of this crystal, has a remarkable ability. When light passes through it, the light splits into two separate beams. On a cloudy day, if you hold a calcite crystal up to the sky, you won't see just one image but two, each polarized in a slightly different way. As you move the crystal across the sky, the brightness of these two images changes depending on the position of the sun. But here's the magic moment. When you point the crystal directly at the sun's hidden location, the two images become equally bright. That's the signal. You found the sun. This simple, yet brilliant method could have allowed the Vikings to navigate without a compass, using only the natural properties of a crystal to guide them across the seas. Imagine a Viking captain standing on the deck of his longship, surrounded by a gray, clouded sky with no hint of the sun. He pulls out this small, translucent stone, holds it up, and scans the heavens. Slowly, he adjusts its position until the two beams of light match in brightness. With that, he knows exactly where the sun is, and thus, where his ship is headed. It's a scene that feels almost like something out of a fantasy tale. Yet it might have been a very real part of Viking life. This discovery suggests that their navigation wasn't just luck or guesswork. It was based on a profound understanding of the natural world. Perhaps even a technology that seems advanced even by today's standards. What's equally thrilling for archaeologists is where this potential sunstone was found. It wasn't on a Viking ship from the 9th century, but on a 16th century English warship. Nearly 500 years after the Viking Age had ended, Dr. McMahon points out that this tells us something incredible. Long after the Vikings disappeared from the historical stage, Their technology was still in use. The sunstone, if that's what this crystal truly is, remained a cutting-edge tool centuries after its creators had vanished into history. It's a testament to the ingenuity of the Vikings that their innovations didn't just fade away, but continued to influence seafaring for generations. This discovery raises even more questions. How did the Vikings come to understand the properties of calcite? Did they stumble upon it by accident, or was this knowledge passed down through some unknown means? Some theorists speculate that their skills and tools might point to influences beyond what we consider possible for their time. Could they have had help, perhaps from a source we can't yet comprehend, while mainstream historians stick to more grounded explanations? The idea of the sunstone opens up a world of possibilities about how advanced the Vikings truly were. Let's take a moment to consider the sheer scope of their achievements. These weren't just raiders or warriors, they were explorers who pushed the boundaries of what was possible. Their ships, weighing up to 20,000 kilograms, were built to carry dozens of men across distances of thousands of kilometers. They sailed from their homelands in Scandinavia to places as distant as modern-day Canada, leaving behind evidence of their journeys in the form of settlements and artifacts. Their long ships, often stretching over 20 meters in length, were not only fast but also incredibly durable, able to withstand the punishing waves of the North Atlantic. The Viking ship unearthed by Gustafsson and Shetelig is a perfect example of this. Buried as part of a royal funeral, it was found with intricate carvings and artifacts that speak to the culture's deep reverence for the sea. The ship itself was a work of art, with every plank of oak carefully shaped to create a vessel that could glide through water with ease. Its design was so precise that modern replicas, built using the same techniques, have proven just as seaworthy as the originals. This isn't just a relic. It's a symbol of a people who mastered their environment in ways we're still trying to understand. As we piece together the puzzle of the Vikings, their navigation remains the most tantalizing mystery. Whether it was the sunstone, an intimate knowledge of the stars, or something else entirely, their ability to cross oceans with pinpoint accuracy is a feat that continues to inspire wonder. Each discovery, from well-preserved ships to strange crystals, brings us closer to understanding who they were and how they achieved the impossible. The Vikings weren't just a footnote in history. They were pioneers, innovators, and perhaps keepers of knowledge we've yet to fully grasp. So, the next time you look out at the ocean, think of those longships cutting through the waves, guided by nothing more than the light of a hidden sun and the courage of the men who sailed them. The story of the Vikings is far from over. With every excavation, with every artifact pulled from the earth or sea, we uncover another layer of their incredible legacy. What other secrets are waiting to be found? What other mysteries of their technology and culture are still hidden beneath the waves or buried in the soil of ancient lands? One thing is certain: the Vikings will continue to surprise us, challenging everything we thought we knew about the past.